a memorandum from former National Signals Bureau Director General Adu-Boahene has revealed staggering expenditures on the national security and intelligence operations. This, he says, included some 8.3 million Ghana cedis for communications equipment for an opposition party and nearly 1 million Ghana cedis in payments to members of parliament for passing key laws. Now, ranking member on Parliament's Defence and Interior Committee, Reverend John Fojo, is asking for a probe into this, and he joins us on our desk. Let's speak to him. We'll also have on the line lawyer Martin Kpebu with us, and he's also going to share his views on this particular happening. I have Martin with me right now. Martin, what do you make of these revelations made by Mr. Boahene, and what do you think will change in the investigation or the case that's before court?
Okay, so I state that the revelations are an eye-opener, okay, and enlightening, because we've been enlightened, you know. In the previous administration, we always felt there was some misuse of our funds, okay, for lack of a better word, but we had no evidence. And so with this particular kind of revelation, we are getting closer. We are not quite there yet, but we are a bit closer to, you know, finding exactly how the state uses and misuses our resources. Okay, so I call this revelation God sent, because it's making us wiser as a people. I mean, all the things we've been saying that, hey, politicians don't use our money well. Politicians don't use our money well. The public purse is not being guarded well, all right? The public purse itself is being stolen. It's something that this revelation has come to reinforce. So we should be happy for it. I mean, comparatively, you remember in the US when Bradley Manning, now Chelsea Manning, when they did the WikiLeaks, okay, and other countries all over the world, right? A lot of countries. You see the revelations of national security secrets, etc. It brought similar results where it opened the eyes of the American people to how government was misusing their money, etc. So this should be maybe our mini WikiLeaks. So we should be happy.
But Martin, do you think this in any way is going to change the dynamics of the case in court? I mean, these revelations being made by the NSB, former NSB boss.
It's early days yet, okay? Early days yet, because, you know, Dr. Ayene is making a different case in court. He says that he's seen the transfers from the NSB account to Adu-Boahene's private NSB account, and then from that place to Mayfair Properties. Let's be very clear. From the Adu-Boahene private account to the Mayfair Properties, etc. So the case Ayene is making, I see, is quite different from what Adu-Boahene is answering here. Nonetheless, as I said, as a nation, we should be very grateful to Adu-Boahene for their revelations, because now we can push harder. You know, we've always said that, look, let's not throw our destinies into the hands of politicians. No, they are not angels. Politicians alone can't build this nation. They are our classmates, our brothers, our sisters, our sons and daughters. So we always need to remember that and keep them in check. Right? So I don't, for now, based on the case Dr. Ayene is building, I don't see Adu-Boahene's answers answering that. Because to be very specific, to repeat, Ayene has been clear that, look, you see paper trail, money for the NSB goes into Adu-Boahene's private NSB account. I know Bright Simmons is raised even a question that Registrar General has to answer, or if it's like Registrar of Companies, how they could create that private company for Adu-Boahene and his wife. That looks very much like the official NSB account, right? So from that private NSB account. He says money goes to Mayfair Properties and all the other things that Dr. Ayene is mentioned. So it's incredible. I mean, I don't, and we all know Dr. Ayene. Ayene is quite a serious man. So for now, I would say that these revelations are not an answer to Ayene's probe or Ayene's case.
Right. So, Martin, the man is making allegations that some over 8 million cedis went to the opposition at the time, now in government. The president has also declared, forcefully, that he's not going to countenance corruption in his government, or, where there's even going to be an oral committee who is, looking into some of these things, and later the AG himself prosecuting some of these cases if found, culpable. So in this case, do you think that there's the scope of investigation, as is being called by Reverend Ntimfojio, should be expanded to these elements that he's raised at this point in time?
Sure. Why not? You see, you're talking about, in theory, as I've mentioned, state secrets that we will get to probe and to learn how our money is being used in secret. It will be good for us. So if Ntimfojio can push more, just making a call on a news bulletin like this doesn't appear as one that will be forceful enough to get the president to do that kind of probe. So Ntimfojio should be thinking of ratcheting up the call. Yeah, he has to ratchet up the call. It doesn't appear that this is sufficient.
But does he even have to ratchet up the call? I mean, this is a case that the AG is already probing and taking it to court. Can the AG do more than that? I mean, this is in the, in his backyard anyway.
Let me see. I think I need, but let's go back a bit. Let me get it. So Ntimfojio is saying that, to be clear, because I haven't read the story, what he's saying is that he's asking that the revelations made by Adu-Boahene should also be investigated by the Attorney General. That's a call.
To be investigated, he doesn't specifically name Attorney General.
Okay. All right, let's go back a bit and see, so that I don't answer a question that I haven't reflected on well. I thought he was asking for a commission of inquiry. So that's the way I understood it. But now let's come back a bit. Let's take some of the items. That will make a better, it will help us understand. So let's say, Adu-Boahene says money was paid to opposition parties to do, what do you call it?
Even MPs to pass certain security laws.
Okay, so maybe, yes. So all of that, I think a lot of them sound in corruption. Yes, if you say you're paying MPs money to pass a law, it sounds more in corruption. And so that would look like OSP. If you pay money to opposition parties to help them monitor elections, etc., what were you doing? Paying them off? Is it using public office for private gain? So you should come with more details. You see it? Yes, then it will be clearer. It will be clearer so that I'll know who should go. Because as I said, I understood it as a commission of inquiry. That one is general, all round. So that one, yes. But now, if you say go to Ayene, it's not too clear to me that all of that can go to Dr. Ayene, the Attorney General. Some of them, from what I'm saying, the ones that it says pay to MPs, etc., that's sounding in corruption, because MPs are paid to pass laws. And you know that particular thing, look, it's not the first time. That particular thing, paying 900 and something thousand to the MPs to pass the Securities and Intelligence Agencies Act, the new one. It's not new. Look, lots of government agencies, they always pay. It's become standardized. They always pay. And we've had an interview, a debate with Joe Wise, with Samson Labiayenini, where Joy said yes, they received those monies.
Right.
They think it's facilitation of their work. So you say, so that one deserves a probe, so that we'll go into it. This is not, Adu-Boahene is not the first to reveal that MPs are paid money to pass laws. They've standardized it. Look, I can tell you that about 10 years ago, a friend of mine, a lawyer, when he went to the Committee of Parliament, this is what they said. They said, hey, yeah, man, we hope you've brought weights to put on your papers. Otherwise, the wind will blow your papers away. You know what the weight is? It's money. You're coming to the Committee of Parliament, you haven't brought money, then they can't see your work. It's been there. Look, from the late 90s, we started hearing MPs are paid money to pass budgets, etc. from 98 onwards.
Right.
Okay, so that one deserves a commission of inquiry first, so that we see the length of the toad.
All right. Thank you so much, Martin.